Hey, welcome to my school crib. Come on in. Let me tell you a little bit about my room and myself. Really, the first thing that you notice when you come in is all of the flags back here on the back wall, all of the pennants from different schools, and I just like these because it reminds me like what the end goal is, since I teach seniors, and a lot of my students have brought these back from schools that they've attended, and I still have like a stack over here. So I think I may have students start signing these because I'm having a lot of repeat students. I think that would be super fun to have them sign, have a signing ceremony of where they go. So probably the next thing that you would notice in my classroom are all of the books that I have, because I'm an English teacher. So I really like just students to be surrounded by the books, and there's a wide variety of books in here, from young adult to poetry, high interest novels, and a lot of times my students are just pulling these off the shelf and reading these as they like. And I don't know, I can't remember how many, I have a few hundred in here, and I try to keep them cataloged, but that's kind of, it's always, I need to keep up with it. But I love having books around. So the next thing, when I thought about my classroom, and this is just me personally, I didn't want to have like just little like motivational signs with like puppies. Even though I like puppies, I just didn't want a classroom like that. I really wanted a classroom that didn't have like ELA content on the wall. I just wanted it to be like things that students were interested in. So I have a lot of sports flags up, which I like that. I have pictures of former students. But the most interesting thing is my game day traffic sign over here, because this sign actually came from I-85 in Auburn, Alabama. So people are like, you don't have anything Auburn in your room, but they were redoing the interstates in Auburn when they added a new exit, and so I actually legally got this sign when they took it down, and I think that's kind of fun. It was in our house at home, but we downsized and didn't have room for it, so I brought it here. I also have a light bright, like I think playing is fun, so I have games and a light bright. I have blankets in case anybody's cold while they're here, and the main staple is coffee. That's kind of what sets my room apart, because we brew coffee in my classes every day. So when students come in the morning, the coffee's ready to go. They have their coffee mugs up here, and they'll get their coffee, and they are good to go. So that's a little bit about my room.